yeah, on some of my people have a problem, right? If you listen to, maybe you cannot take most of the things that music massage says, right? But if you are open-minded someone, if you listen to him, you will know that this is a guy who genuinely have the interest of the Southeast at heart, right? Because you cannot go about insulting everybody who do not support your candidate, bringing problem to the average Southeasterners who are doing their businesses freely in other parts of the country. Do you know in these 2 years, these two yeah, yes, I agree with you.
Mona,
Obedient are
relax.
not Southeast.
Obedience are not
Why bet?
Southeast.
Yeah. Why bet? Are you aware that this guy that said that Lagos is smelling are not from Southeast? Do you know what happened?
But you know that guy is not even
I
Igbo.
shout, yeah, that guy is not even Igbo. That guy is from Edo. Do you know what happened? Southeasterners, in fact, Southeast obedient people from Southeast, obedient from Southeast, always look for a way to make this thing about Igbos versus Yoruba. If you go to 1,500 comment of people, I mean, of people who posted that post, who made that post, people who are there insulting Lagosians, insulting the Yorubas, are obedient and they are Igbo people. Do you think I'm happy whenever I see a vile comment and that person is bearing the Igbo name? Do you think I'm happy whenever I see someone insulting other people and that person is bearing an Igbo name, whether he's Igbo person or not? I didn't know who is behind the account, but bearing an Igbo name alone, do you think I'm happy seeing that?
Mazi, you are conflicting issues here. You are conflicting issues here. Wait. Why I say you are conflicting issues here? People can act in any manner they want. You cannot police how people act. Are you get what I'm saying? You people can act in any manner they want to act. You can't police. As long as what they are doing is not a crime, is one thing. But at the same breath again, why I'm saying that you have to be very specific, whether it's obedience or Southeasterners you are referring to. Because we have Southeasterners like you, Doggy, Chief.
Southeasterners in obedience.
Wait
Southeasterners
now.
in obedience.
We have Southeasterners
Uh-huh.
like you, Doggy, Chief. At least I know the three of them that don't go around this route. Before even Chief go insult you, he go hard. You know, go
Chief
even
not be
drag you.
obedient again. Chief na show supporter.
No,
Forget
Chief
about that
Chief
thing
na
where they come
obedient.
here,
Chief na obedient.
come they defend Peter Obi. Na show supporter.
Chief na obedient. So what I'm saying that this thing
No.
is
Mazi,
Chief
make
don't
I
run away
speak
from
now.
obedience.
I
I
beg.
know Chief.
Now you
Chief na
the
my
whole
brother now.
space. I beg now. Make I.
I beg. No. If you do that again, I'm going to drop you. You have spoken here this morning. Don't use that emotional blackmail on me. Because I'm the whole space. You the mad, I've been waiting. You didn't worry you.
No,
Mazi,
tell me
calm
that.
down. Mazi, calm
You
down.
the
Mazi, calm
mad.
down.
Let me talk am. The mad.
Mazi,
Which one
calm
be
down.
because I said at the whole space? Which one be this one? But you come up on this morning and speak. Did I gag you? No, be now you come up here again. I've been here since morning. You have spoken in the morning and went to your work and do some other thing and make money. But I've been here talking. And you want to come
But
and tell me that
Mazi,
is it because I'm hosting a space? Go
Mazi,
and host your own now.
they don't force you to host the space now. They don't force you to host the space.
What tell me this one? Is it because I'm hosting? What kind of emotional blackmail on this one? I know they like this kind of word.
Yeah, calm down, calm
This
down.
the problem I always have with 10/10.
Calm down, Mazi, calm down, calm down. So my point here is quite simple, that we should not conflict issues together. Two issues can happen at the same time. But people need to be careful. And like I said, if Southeasterners feel that Peter Obi is their best option at the presidency, they should go ahead. Nobody's going to hold anybody back.
And I'm telling you, on the other hand, you cannot go about insulting people, your fellow Southeasterners, including our leaders who do not align with your agenda.
That's
Of bringing
very true. That's
people.
very true. That's very true. That's very
These
valid.
are the concerns of so many people from Southeast like me, that you cannot go about denigrating others who say that. But let me tell you the honest truth, Whitebait. I can tell you that the attack, the bullet attack Peter Obi is receiving is because of the attack obedience have been given to people. I'm telling you the honest truth. The vast majority of the attack I give to Peter Obi sometimes is because these people have clearly told you. Do you listen to these people when they are campaigning? That if they show you that if they show me that Peter Obi raped my mother when he was in government house, that I'm going to vote for him to be a president when he is done becoming the president of Nigeria, then I'll sue him to court. heard that thing during the campaign. I was like, wow. So if the attack that some of the attack that Peter Obi is receiving is coming from these people, when he attack these people, the other people will return it. Who is going to face the bullet? Peter Obi. But you cannot go about insulting. Oh, the day I lost my mind is the day these people, these children are telling me, abusing on that space, over 1,000 people telling me that Soludo had no degree. That Soludo did not even pass exam for him to be a professor of economics.
Mazi, now on a political band now, on a political band.
Who
Now
on the political
band.
band? You see the problem now. Okay, if I talk to Peter Obi now, they just say I be evil. The one they talk to Soludo, na political band.
Mazi, I'll just give this as an example. Do you know how many things when I'm supporting Tinubu, people say about Tinubu? Those things don't move me. You know they move me. What moves me is make I win election. Tinubu don't tell you, say you can say what you want to say. I will not read it. You get why? You want to join politics, you don't get thick skin. Probably the way when I do politics for Igbo land, different for Yoruba land. Yoruba land, they go drag you, they go insult you. If you know like for Yoruba land.
I know won't get emotional at this. I beg, I've been here since morning. I won't go. Not do this again. Not be now. I won't round up now. You go come here, call the talk rubbish. If you do, I'm again. I go remove you.
Mazi,
So go ahead,
Mazi.
Doctor. It's not yet your turn. It just came up. Doctor, please go ahead. Doc, are you there? Okay,
Hello?
I guess Doctor. Okay,
Hello?
Doc. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so I think I wanted to talk about what Kingsley said about the president coming after getting into power and then carrying everybody along to show that he's the president for all. Politics does not work that way. Politics does not work that way. That is why in politics alliances are made. That is why people contribute to the progress of political parties and all. Elon Musk, the owner of this Twitter, this thing, he risked his business, risked his livelihood to make sure that Donald Trump gets to power. He made the decision. There are several other coalition blocks like that ensure that Donald Trump got into power. So what were you expecting that President Tinubu will do that he has not done after winning, after getting probably 5% of the votes from the Southeast? What do you expect him to do? You see, you guys need to leave emotions out of this thing. You need to leave it. You need to understand politics. And one speaker said it today that if you cannot play politics, then stay by the way. As of today in Nigeria, politics is the only avenue of getting to power. And you have to know how to play the politics. You said President Tinubu is marginalizing. How? These are baseless statements with no facts. These are baseless statements. What is the president meant to do that he has not done? What? How has he marginalized the Southeast? One of the first thing he did earlier in 2024, signed it before the Southwest Development Commission bill. And when he signed the bill, everybody was saying, that's not our problem. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. Why is he dancing? They were abusing the guy. They were abusing the deputy speaker. The same thing when Buhari completed Second Niger Bridge. At the end of the day, he said, "Is this not just a bridge? Is this what other countries are celebrating? Is Nigeria other countries? What exactly is the president meant to do that he has not done based on party politics in the Southeast? You people cannot say one thing that you believe that this president should have done and he did not do. Nothing. Nothing. And everybody that tries to align with him, you continue to malign the person. If you go and meet all your governors, all your political leaders today, they will tell you that the president, within these 2 years, has done well, even for the region. What are they saying that you are not seeing? Or what are you saying that they are not seeing? Even Alex Oti, your darling Alex Oti, cannot look at the situation of Nigeria and say that President Tinubu has failed in 2 years. He cannot say it. He cannot. Put all sentiments aside. He cannot. He understands that, oh, Abia State, we've been able to pay back a lot of our debts because FAC has increased to us. Umayi is working in the southeast there. There are so many projects going on. Alex Oti used his mouth to say that I paid 30 billion for a road that nobody could do in 32 years. In 2 years, did he print money? What exactly do you expect from politics? What? It's not going to be served to you on a table. It is not. If you keep demonizing everybody that tries to play politics because they are not on your side, how do you expect to go far with alliances? Politics is politics. It is not emotions. It's not emotions at all. I'm looking at the Southwest. They are making moves. They are making moves. Wike and Fubara fought. The people are now okay. Whatever this thing goes, anyway, maybe we'll come back together. Our interest is superior. But a lot of you obedient guys are the ones even carrying the matter on your head. Fubara, not one day will he open his mouth to say, President Tinubu has not done well, or then President Tinubu is wicked. He knows that he's fighting somebody. But he's not even about criticizing the president. I am still asking you. Somebody said this day that nothing is happening. We are going back. This is pure beer parlor talk. How can you say that nothing is happening in the country? You mean 36 governors are just sleeping and waking up? Every other person is just sleeping and waking up. Nobody is working. Let's stop making all these generalized statements. Nothing is happening in the country. As how? As how? How many sites have you visited? How many projects have you personally inspected? Where have you gone apart from sitting in your house in Twitter space and you just open your mouth and say that nothing is happening in the country? We are going backwards. You and who is going backwards? Please, let's stop making generalized statements. I ask you again, what is Tinubu meant to do for the Southeast within 2 years that he has not done? If anybody can list 5 things for me that Tinubu is meant to do, both constitutionally and politically for the Southeast that he has not done, I'll be very glad. Here, anybody. We have one of the finest ministers in the country. Iban is working. He's the darling of everybody. Hausas are not criticizing him. He started Sokoto to Badagry Road. Nobody criticized him in the north. But you criticize him. Nobody is good. Soludo is not good. Umayi is not good. Nobody is good. I asked the question again to Kingsley. What is Tinubu meant to do for the Southeast within 2 years of his government that he is yet to do? What promises do you think that he is yet to fulfill in that Southeast region, either constitutionally or politically, that is meant to do? Where you will now say that anybody that aligns with this Tinubu is a failure. You must demonize the person. If you can give me like 5 things within 2 years, administration is just 2 years. If you can give me like 5 things that you know that, this president is meant to do it, and he has not done it for us, based on maybe constitution or your contribution to how he got to power. If you can give me all those things. If you cannot, then you are just making generalized statements and let us know that, okay, this is political talk. This is just pure political talk. Umahi spent 21 minutes listing all the roads per kilometer. The cost everywhere in the southeast, everywhere, even the one in Ebonyi. They're supposed to move from Ebonyi to either and then terminate at Gombe or Bauchi to Abuja, everywhere. Listed them. The government, all the sections of either Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, all those things, they are currently working on it within 2 years. Despite all odds. So what are your governors saying? Why they are not criticizing the president? Nobody is criticizing him. Even the opposition ones are not criticizing him. What are they saying? Why are you not saying that? Or what have you seen that these your governors are not saying? Even your House of National Assembly caucus, all of them. I guess you will call them demons. The only saints that exist in the Southeast is Saint Obi. Every other person is a demon. They are criminals. Then in 2031, if any of them aspires to be something, you will say, no, this person is good. Everybody is against him. Meanwhile, you are the one who first demonized the person. Just give me 5 things that the president is meant to do for you that he has not done. If I ask you today now, between PDP and APC, PDP of 16 years, who has brought more value to the Southeast, it is APC. Facts. Pure facts. Yet, you will continue to demonize the party. Why? Hope Uzodinma is person non grata. Even if he decides to tar the entire Imo state with gold, give everybody everything that they want, you will still hate him. Hope Uzodinma is a potential presidential candidate. Tomorrow, you will now come and say somebody is fighting the East. Nobody loves people from the Southeast. Hope Uzodinma is a high-ranking APC member. You will not say any good thing about him. Umahi, you will not say any good thing about him. Soludo, you will not say any good thing about him. You continue to criticize the Ebonyi State governor. You will not see any good thing about him. How long will this thing continue? Like I asked you before, what is President Tinubu meant to do within 2 years for the Southeast that he has not done? Either constitutionally or politically. That warrants the fact that anybody that associates with him, you will demonize the person. If anybody can answer that question, I'll be very glad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Who is the next person?
It's me. He mentioned my name.
Kingsley, you want fight?
White boy, calm down. This gentleman mentioned my name. Please.
Don't talk.
No, I will allow you, but if you mention my name, I will have to address. Please, just a minute.
Hello?
Just a minute. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Dr. Talks, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, Dr.
Dr.
Talks.
I'm done.
Dr. Talks,
Okay, can you hear Kingsley? Kingsley is about to answer your question. Can you hear him?
Yes. But did you hear my last question?
He heard it. He heard your last question.
I heard everything you said. I'm going to respond to some of them. And from the start, you talked about alliance are made. How you shake hand across all the region.
I can't hear anybody again. No.
Okay, Dr. Toast, drop. I'll bring you back up now.
So from the beginning, Dr. Talks talked about alliances, how alliances are made across all region. One thing we don't understand in Nigeria is the boundary between election and governance. We tend to mix up those. There is time when you make alliances to win election. When you make all your alliances to win election and you get into office, you are now saddled with the responsibility of governance. That is when you will have to unite the country, move the country forward, and develop the country. You see, he talked about Elon Musk, how Elon Musk helped Donald Trump. That's fine. Elon Musk at some point was sharing $1 million online just to push people to support Trump. But that was during campaign. The moment they get into office, Trump did not focus his governance on helping Elon Musk alone. He started making policies to move America, not Trump supporters, America forward. Now we need to be able to draw that line. That is the problem that we have in Nigeria. We don't know where to draw a line. We are done with election now. We are done with campaign. The next election is in 2027, for Christ's sake. We are in 2025 now. We are talking about governance. This is the time when you have to unite people. Now, he's talking about how he doesn't know that this administration is marginalizing people. Go down and start from your appointment list. Go to that appointment list. Ask yourself, is that balanced in your eyes? If it is balanced in your eyes, then I don't have any argument with you. It's up to you. So go down there and check it yourself. Go to see all the budgets they were talking in the National Assembly. You see one of the senators was talking about how all the key development, infrastructural development, they intentionally or systematically remove Southeast from each one of them. And you're talking that you don't know that this administration is marginalizing people. I'm not going to respond to
can you just name those infrastructure?
I am not
Give us
going to talk
examples
to you
now.
about those. That is you. But what I just
No,
came up to
You cannot
answer
just
you.
give a statement without
you
giving
can't give a blanket statement.
What
Give
I
us
came up to
examples
tell
now.
you is that alliances are made to win election. Governance is the time when you unite everybody and move everybody forward. Thank you.
I ask you again,
Thank you.
what is Tinubu meant to
Dr.
do that he
Talks.
has not done?
Dr. Tokumbo, Shisuru. Thank you very much.
I
He
beg,
has
make
answered the
I.
best way he can answer.
I think it did not answer that question. Why bed? If
Oh,
you
guy,
want
did
to
not
go,
even answer one
it
simple
did
question.
not answer the question.
The problem you people want, you ask somebody, what is your name? The person say, first we have to define what a name is. Now you define name. He not give you answer. If you are not satisfied with the answer, you look somewhere else for the answer. He doesn't want to answer. So why you bothered about it? I don't understand though. Now, if you want to force that question out of his mouth, or the answer out of his mouth, he has given you the answer he can give. That's the best you can get. Let's move on, please. Let's carry the mic to another place. If another person will answer you, another person will answer you. Mazu is the next person.
I will answer him. I will still touch towards that place. I mean, make I
Finish.
talk.
You don't see person will answer you now.
Mm. Now, white bed. The thing is, please, I don't want you guys. I need time. Because I need to touch some areas. See,
Go at it now. Go at it. If I don't start to hear your voice, I will tell you to make you round off.
now, see, he made it known to everybody that you see tribal leaders, people that are tribalistic, people that can't control their emotion even when they are in power, are always very bad in leadership. History has made it known to everybody. See, good leaders in the world are free-minded people that are not tribalistic, people that just want development. See, also, to my brother Music Masha, I've lived in the north, I've lived in the west, I've also lived in South, Port Harcourt. Now, let me say this. I was opportuned as a small boy. I went to Kano year 2002, and at the same time, I was opportune to stay with some certain individuals that most times when you're with them, you will see politicians and you will also see all kinds of people visit them in Kano State. Also, there's somebody I love so much in Nigeria. I love Sowore. I love him. My reasons are very, very simple. It's not like I know he's going to win an election. No. But if there's one thing Sowore has been constant with, is speaking truth to power. Even when some certain individuals will feel uncomfortable with it. And such individuals, I don't play with them, no matter what they do, even though I know also that, yes, he has some biases also in some states, in some things he does. But do you know the honestly truth? As an Igbo man, I'm going to lie to myself that some certain things in Nigeria will allow if some certain things is not done in today in Nigeria. I will only lie to myself. Also, we are here. I released this book. I celebrated that book like it was my freedom. Please, Mazi, don't allow this space to crash till I finish. I'm seeing connection this thing. Please take care of your distance, I beg. Now, I look. There's a reason why he said 1966 coup is not an Igbo coup. As somebody that almost lived my life in the north, to be honest with you, an Hausa man can do a trillion business with an Igbo man. But I was sitting with a sitting senator, 2007. I'm not going to call his name. In Kano. I asked him a question, Alaji. I said, as a small boy, what is this thing that an Igbo man cannot be a president? I've not seen Igbo people. The man told, and Showore now opened my eye. It's one of the things that made me love him. Show, and you can go and check the video. He said there is a secret memo that an Igbo man should not be president of Nigeria. If you like, take it for granted. But that is the truth. Atomic Marshal, if you think you are supporting APC, doing whatever thing that they will do, you will end up like Oju Zokal. When it matters the most, they can only give you what they can give you, but forget about it. Now, I want to touch another place also. See, in this coalition, I've also been saying it that if Peter Obi, because they like it or not, this is the first time we are having an Igbo person coming into the table. This is the very first time in Nigerian history, after maybe during Zik them, I don't even know what they were doing. But since democracy, this is the first time an Igbo man is coming to a table of negotiation. And whether we like it or not, it's time to negotiate, because there are ways and there are things, there are blackmails that we the Igbos have been on. Also, before I also forget, everybody in this space, Peter Obi, had it been Peter Obi did not do what he did in 2023 and showed that he has the capacity, if Oju Zokalu or your distant, they can only answer sir. That is why most times when the budget are even and they subchange the Igbos or they kept out aside in budget, the likes of Hope even open their mouth to contest it, because they are answering answer to some certain individuals. So in 2027 election, that is why most of us are taking it personal. That whatever Obi is going to do, whether it's going to deputize Atiku or be the president, he must negotiate. It's a must. If it warrants him being the deputy, the vice president to Atiku, it's a thing most of us, we are going to force him into doing it. It's a must, because gone are those days. And also, to those that think that Tinubu is not a tribal bigot president, and that is how I'm going to see him till the day I die. See, something happened in 2023 election. Let me say it to everybody in this space, for everybody to take it to the bank and go and do your research. For the fact that we have this say that Igbos don't have king, something happened. For the fact that we don't have a king, somebody, we never knew that somebody that is credible and competent exists in our clan, in our political clan. Peter Obi came out for the first time in the history. For most of us that are doing business, we even told those that have even one boys and apprentice, we told everybody, get, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, take this to the bank. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, the Igbos had interest in an election in Nigeria. That was 2023. I'm telling you, and it's not because we've had Rochas and the likes and Ojukwu contests, but the message of Peter Obi in 2023 pushed the Igbos for, I'm saying this for Music Masha, to go and make his research. There's no place you go in this country today. There's no place, even in Sambisa Forest, that you will not see an Igbo man doing business there. So Peter Obi message resonated with every member of the Igbo clan. We decided to do PVC. These things I'm telling you, go and make your research. That you see people, yes, you receive insults because you have individuals that have not been into politics. So whenever you try to insult somebody they believe in, they will come for you because they are not politically inclined. So their emotions will always be yes. But Tinubu saw something in IRF in the election period. He saw something. Do you think Lagos attack is normal? You think it's just accidental? It is not. That is honestly truth. And the alliance you're seeing today is not. They've known. And the PVC you see that they throw everywhere in the bush in Anambra and other places. They know why they did all those things. They know. So the thing is, in 2027, the coalition that is going to come out is something that nobody here will believe. Take it to the bank. The numbers you feel, most times I hear people say the Igbos are less populated, the Igbos are this, the Igbos are that. But there's no place you go into this, you go inside this country called Nigeria that you will not see an Igbo man. Have you been able to do the calculation, do the mathematics yourself? And for also those that feel, I heard Feed Masha even call me IPOP and this one. See, we die here in Nigeria. If you like, you see Nigeria, we've invested so much in Nigeria that, see, Igbo man, we know they go anywhere. You think all these ones they are doing, all these they are Nnamdi Kanu, they are doing nonsense. We that have invested and built houses all over the place, we leave Nigeria for you. You are joking now, you are joking. So to feed Masha, Music Masha, my brother, all this one you're doing, the only thing you get appointment, there's nothing again. You asked me whether where are the places Igbos are being marginalized. You have only one minister, major minister. The rest are junior ministers. Have you ever seen even Buhari that will feel that Buhari is for the North? Did not do that to the Igbos. And you're here to defend how Asiwaju that's supposed to, even when you talk about if you're somebody that is smart and politically inclined, is he supposed to even allow we are going to vote for him? My brother, I don't see anybody as my enemy in Nigeria. You see this country, would I here, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. I yield.
So, Chief, when you said that there is a secret memo that Igbo men cannot be
Oh,
a president,
Mazi,
when
wait.
wait to make I ask my question. I beg that secret memo that senator leaked to you. When was that secret memo was written? I beg, I just want to know when.
Go and check. Even Showore posted it. Go
Wait,
and check.
Mazi,
Go
not
and
two
check.
secret memo. Not two secret memo, they chief hand. First secret memo, he say Igbo man will never be president. Second secret memo, now say all Igbo people agree, say they go vote for Peter Obi. I don't know whether they part of the people will sign that memo because I know Igbo people will not vote for Peter Obi. So, Mazi and Chief, I want to know whether you the part of the people will sign this memo where they not go vote. Everybody, Igbo people must vote Peter Obi. Tell me, make I know now.
White bed, don't misquote
But
my
you talk
destiny.
now.
I know you very well. I know you very well. I said for the fact that Peter Obi was a very competent person that said anything he's saying, he's saying go and verify.
Are you okay?
You understand? We said I told you, I didn't tell you that we said we are going to vote Peter Obi. Did Tinubu
If you said it now, you
vote
said Unwa boys that you told everybody with that Unwa boy that they must vote Peter Obi. It's not me, now, it's what you said.
No, it's not what I said. Go PVC, get your PVC. I said everybody should get their PVC.
You did say it. You did say it. But Shano, this place is recorded. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yes, after you can play it. And also for the secret memo, I said Showore said that there's a secret memo.
No.
I said
wait, let me finish. It's not your turn after my order. It's not your turn after my mute your mic. So allow Chief to answer that question. I beg, when was that secret memo was written? That is my concern. I didn't care who said it or who did not say it. Since you start with the person, no, which you start with the reason why I'm asking you is because you said that you started with the person and Senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2007 that told you that there was a secret memo that was written that Igbo man would never be president. I beg, when was that secret memo written?
Why do you like twisting? Why do you like twisting people's
but say they know it target to everybody listen to your submission. You still they argue. Ah, God.
I can help him. The secret memo.
Which part you want help him? Wait, make I know. Which part you want help? No be help, help him. Say na the secret memo of Unwa boys and every Igbo man should go out and vote for Peter Obi. Or secret memo say we sit down for one room. I know because I don't even did this room. And I don't know when they decide say Igbo man will never be president. At least you go tell me 3 or 4 people wait there when they write the memo. And which person office that memo get to. Because you people can believe conspiracy theory or secret memo. But any other thing, una no go believe. If na good news, una no go agree. But if na fake news and bad news, you are very quick to hang on it. That's why I'm very surprised about this. You are very quick to hang on it. That's why I'm very surprised about.
I told you 2023 was the very first time we picked an interest. These are my words. We picked an interest in a candidate. This is the first time 2023. Then the secret memo, I told you, Omo Oresho confirmed, said it.
That is not what you said. That is not what you said here. You said that a sitting governor, a sitting senator in 2007 told you. You sat with him.
Make we live in truth.
Can I ask him a question?
No, that's what he said.
Can I ask him a question, please?
The final question, he said that he said there's a secret memo that Igbo man will never be. He has come on this space now to say Peter Obi that is coming up for president, even if he has to be deputy, want to make Igbo president because he wants to force him to be deputy instead of standing on his mandate to be president.
Now, just a 10-second question. Chief, it's on record that just a couple of years ago, you were 100% anti-Atiku and 100% anti-El Rufai. What changed?
Politics
that
change.
is what is a politics now. It's a politics.
No, wait, hold
I'm much interested in that.
Hold on, Mazi, waity. You say it's politics, chief, right? And I do remember in your attacks against Atiku, you called him a criminal. In your attack against El Rufai, you called him a killer, essentially. So are you saying that the coalition that Peter Obi has found himself?
Oh, that is politics. Janet Bola said a lot of things against Tinubu. Even Ren Omakere today said a lot of things before.
Mazi, that's not the point. That's not the point. The point
wait. I think the important question here, I'm much interested because I'm an Igbo person. Make una hear me well, oh. There was a secret memo. That an Igbo person will never be president. Chief confirmed that said that it was said that senator from Federal Republic of Nigeria leaked that secret for him. I want to know when was that secret memo was written, and who sat and wrote that secret memo. We don't know the senator. I think that is the very, very important question because I'm an Igbo person. How would that secret memo be written against the Igbo people entirely? Because I want to know all this political, you call this one criminal, you call this one this and that. That one does not make any sense. Music Marshall, an Igbo person. There was a secret memo that if you come out tomorrow to be a president, you will never be president. Can we discuss about that? This is a very, very much important discussion. We need to ask questions. Ask questions about. Is it that Nigeria is leading the Igbo people truly? If there will be a secret memo, let us know the timeline of that secret memo, or let us know who answered and wrote that secret memo. That is the question I'm asking Chief.
I understand, Mazi, but morally, yeah, I think I have a stake in my own question, morally. Because what I want to ask Chief is Atiku... Hold on. What I want to ask you, Chief, is Atiku no longer a criminal? And is El Rufai no longer a killer? I just need a yes or no answer for both. Is Atiku no longer a criminal? Or is El Rufai no longer a killer? Because that's what you called them before. So I just need a yes or no answer.
The blood of Peter Obi has washed it.
This level of gaslighting, Father Lord.
Calm down. You mute your mic. Let me answer you. Now, Atiku, his boss. I campaigned against Atiku 2023. Yes. And his boss was the person that called him the criminal. Yes. Now, to El Rufai, people of Southern Kaduna were being killed. And that is what I said. That you should tell us how and what happened to the people of Southern Kaduna. Those are my tweets. Not that I called him those are my tweets. And go and bring it out. Those are the things I said. So, any other thing you're saying is on you.
Can you share more light on that secret memo? I beg. Why beg? Can you ask?
Yeah, just like now.
Chief, let me say this.
Before Chief go, I just want to talk something, Chief. I just happy now say all of us now shall, whether you support Tinubu, you support Obio, all of us now shall. So nobody go come tell me now say the shall, but I only pass it for shall. No, all of us now shall. As far as you don't accept that one now, I am fine and I'm good with you. Thank you.
So, Chief, I beg, share more light on that secret memo. I'm an Igbo person. I want to know the secret memo. People do not understand. This thing they hurt me well. What is that secret memo? I beg, Chief.
Okay, wait. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the video and send it to you so that you post
No, get me any video. You said that you sat with a senator That's what you said now.
You did
Everybody
not hear
here.
what I said, Oga. You did not hear what I said.
Oh my goodness. Are you trying
You didn't hear
to?
Chief,
what
Chief,
I
that
said.
was what you said. This is a
You said that.
recorded space, so that's what you said.
Let him get it and play it. I said with a senator. He told me he's going to be a an Igbo man to be president. Then I now saw what Showore said. I now concord it with what he said. There's a secret memo. That is what I said. You can later
Okay.
you play
Oh,
that
okay, Chief.
on record.
It's better that you said that you're not. You are not. I mean, he didn't want to own up that what you said again. You are running away from it because
No,
of
not that.
DSS.
But I will still bring Showore
Because of
video for
DS.
you to
Because of
yes.
DSS.
Showore,
you should have. We should have owned what you
But
said. But
but
this.
but when Showore drag una did that last week, una talk say Sahara reporters is not credible. See now, blackmailer in chief.
So,
Now you
sir,
want the same document, the
I'm
same guy
not.
where they drop
Am I go and
so,
check my tweet? Did I say
same,
that?
same
Did
blackmailer in chief document.
Shore
Now
is
one more use again.
anti-coup.
I call him a
Whenever,
blackmailer? I'm
whenever
his
it's
one of
supposed
his.
to say.
I call him a.
And he's not the
I
one
don't.
telling you about the memo,
I don't.
but it pleases you that time.
I don't call
Your
Showore a
double standard,
blackmailer because I like him.
your double standard, and I go kill you last month.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. King. Okay, no, is it King or Zach? Okay, let's have Zach. Then we'll have King.
Thank you. Mazi, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you, brother.
All right, appreciate that. I would say that the only way that the Southeast might miss out again in 2027 is only if INEC rigs the election, like they did last time. Okay. The way things are looking now, it appears as though a great majority of the country is actually gravitating towards Obi, and
How
in
did
fact,
INEC rig
that's
last
looking
time?
better. Sorry, can you mute your mic, please? I'm not sure who is interrupting
No,
me.
how did INEC rig last time?
Who, please,
No. Allow
let
him
me
to
finish
speak.
first,
When he's
please.
done, you can ask him. Allow him to
I would
speak. Please
appreciate
let
it
him
if you don't
finish. Thank
interrupt
you.
me, please. I've waited patiently, please.
Yeah, please go on. Please go on. No one interjecting. Go on.
All right, thank you. Uh, I think it's looking better this time because the North really wants Obi now. We know that during the last election, um, the North did not really want to have anything to do with Obi, right? In fact, many of them said it was impossible for Obi to even win his ward or his state or even the Southeast. But the way things are looking now, they are kind of moving towards him. If people like El Rufai, Sule Lamido, Atiku have come together to think of an alliance with Obi, then they are hell bent on actually that I know I've argued that they're really angry with Tinubu right now because they believe Tinubu has alienated the North and they think he has run the country aground. In fact, some of them will tell you that he's buying luxury aircrafts and cars when people are dropping dead on the streets. Terrorism is creeping back to the good luck Ebele Jonathan times, which is not good because many of those guys in the north are the ones that bear the brunt of terrorism compared to folks in the south. I'm not saying that people in the south don't have their fair share of attacks, but when northerners compare it to the good luck times, trust me, it doesn't look. I mean, they are very angry. A few days ago, I had one of them tell me that the only good thing that Tinubu has done is actually to reunite the North and the Southeast. And if many of you know, the North and Southeast they've traded, they've done business for centuries, and I believe they have one of the most uh, intertribal marriages in the country, right? So again, I mean, I believe personally that if there's an election today and Obi is on that ballot box, he will emerge victorious.
You know, so if INEC again doesn't rig the election like the last time, I mean, that's the only way that, the only way Southeast will miss out this time is if INEC doesn't rig. And now my concern here is that with Tinubu having the federal power, the federal might, he's the one who's going to appoint INEC, the INEC chairman, most likely, right? And with the rubber stamp Congress that we have right now, I personally believe that the Southeast is going to miss, the next election. The Southeast will not win 2027 because of the federal powers that Tinubu has. Thanks. I yield the mic.
Can
So
I ask
okay,
you a question?
missing my son, can you get him?
Okay, so let me let me let me let me.
Let's feel my son go. How you can get him
All
as
right,
well. So feel my son, please go ahead.
okay, so Zach, you mentioned I think with some level of
Marshall,
emphasis.
sorry, missing Marshall. Yeah.
No, it's cool. You can just say Marshall. I'm cool. Um, you mentioned twice with some level of emphasis that INEC rigged the elections last time. Would you mind sharing
Precisely.
how you got to know the election was rigged and precisely how that happened? We would like to know.
Listen, it was obvious. It was obvious, right? Every other election was good, but when it got to the federal election, when it got to the presidential election, they said the beavers or whatnot did not work. And INEC announced the election at 4 a.m. in the morning. Is that normal to you? That's not normal. Let's call it spade a spade. That
How is that?
election was
How is
rigged,
that
and even
abnormal?
the election. Listen, the election was rigged, and even you yourself know that.
No, 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 no. This is emotional blackmail right now. All right. I
That's
asked a
that's the
very
first thing.
hold
That's
on,
the
hold
first
on,
thing
Zach,
you. That's the
Zach,
first. Don't
Zach,
tell me to
Zach.
hold on.
No,
You
I
want to
asked a
have
very
ask me a
direct
question. I have
question,
the right
and
to
you are
answer
just
you.
no, Zach.
You ask
You
me a
are
question, I will
answering,
answer you. You see,
Zach.
the
You
first
are
thing
not
is you guys
answering,
come on and you
Zach.
start speaking English, emotional
Zach,
blackmail.
you don't.
There is nothing emotional
You are
blackmail
being
about it.
emotional right now. I only asked
No,
a simple
you're the
question.
one being emotional. You're the one being
Then calm
How
emotional.
down,
many
calm down.
hosts do we have here? How many hosts do
Just
we
just
have
in
here?
case,
Someone
guys,
should
hold
allow
on.
somebody to speak.
Just in case you didn't understand my question. My question was very direct.
Sorry, music marshal. Hillary, I don't want you again. If you are not satisfied with the way we are hosting the space, you can kindly exit the space. Click on the host button. Create your own space. If I like, I become. If I like, I will not come. Don't tell me how we are going to run the space. They are having a back and forth that was sanctioned by the host. Either you are satisfied with it or kindly create the space. Next time you are telling us how to run through the space, I will remove you. Thank you. And God be with you. Please carry on.
Okay, so this is a very direct question, Zach. I said, how do you know the elections were rigged? Can you give us your precise reason for that? And you're throwing it back at me, saying it's obvious that even I know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to tell me how you got to know that it was rigged. Because I do understand that every election has umpires and every election has checks and balances. And even when those so-called umpires appear not to be in your favor, you have the ability to seek redress. And I think that opportunity was actually given, for those who lost to seek redress. And I think if you say an election was rigged, there should be some level of counter evidence to prove that, because in law, he who asserts must prove. So if you say something was rigged, you should have some level of evidence to show that you actually won. And I think that opportunity was given, but there was nothing to show. So how then do you, in the absence of evidence, say that the election was rigged by INEC? That's what I need you to clarify to me, not to tell me even I know. I don't know. So I
Okay.
need you to clarify with
Okay,
the
I'll
evidence you
clarify.
have. That's it.
Okay, I'll clarify. You see, I'm not a lawyer, so this whole thing, this notion of he who accuses must prove, doesn't apply to me. What I'll
No,
tell
it
you,
applies to
Mr. Marshall,
everyone.
is
It applies to
what
everyone.
I'll
That's
tell
law. That's standard law everywhere in the world. He who asserts must
What I'll
prove,
tell you,
whether
what
you're a
I'll tell
lawyer or
you,
not.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Marshall, what I'll what I'll tell you, Mr. Marshall, is that you're the only one in Nigeria who does not know the election was rigged. Even Tinubu knows the
You
election
are
was
Oga,
rigged.
being,
no know.
you are shifting this
Oga, no
again.
know.
It's you. The question is direct to you. Don't shift to other people. You are shifting it again. You're doing this again. It's a direct question at you. Don't be emotional. Don't be manipulative with this. No, I don't know it was rigged. I'm telling you for a fact that I know it wasn't rigged. So if I can know, others are like me as well, also know it wasn't rigged. So if you're saying if I'm the only one in Nigeria who doesn't see, who told you so? Do you want us to to run a survey right now on these spaces to find out if I'm the only one? You want us to do that right here, right now?
Guy, my submission is done. I don't have time for big English.
Okay, thank you, Zach. So, Ayo, please ask him your question. Then we'll go to King.
He said that his friends in the north told him this and told him. I just wanted to ask him, which is friends in the north, the ones, the narrative he has been hearing on social media, on Twitter, or his friends on ground, in the north. And when last was he in the north, if you had ever been to the north? That's what I wanted to
I
ask
don't
you.
have to be. I don't have to be in the north to have friends in the north, Mr. Man.
So my next question, that's fine. When last were you in the north? Because you were
I was in the north.
categorical to say these are
What?
the feelings of the people in the north. So it's important to ask if you have been on ground in the north to know the feelings of the people in the north. So if you have friends that have been talking on the phone and they're telling you
Your
this is the
argument
feeling of
doesn't
the
make
north,
sense. I don't have to be on ground in the north to understand what the people in the north think. Are you even applying common sense in what you're asking me? I don't have to be on ground in the north.
again, you said that the people in the north. So I'm asking you, where did you get your feelers? Want to correlate your
I have
survey
friends in the
now?
north. You want me to give you their
So
telephone numbers?
that's
I
fine.
have friends
People
from
like
the north,
us.
or I have friends from all
Oh,
over the
hold
country,
on
Mr.
now,
Man.
hold on. I
Do you
recently
you
came back.
hold on
It's
now?
fine.
You
It's
hold
fine. I don't
on.
have common sense. It's fine. I understand.
I didn't
I
say you don't
recently.
have common sense. I said you're not
It's
applying your
fine.
common
I'm not.
sense.
I don't have any beef with you.
I
Don't
don't have
worry. I
to
don't
be in
have
the
any beef
north
with
to
you.
actually understand what people in the north
I
are saying.
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
You
so
don't have to. I
let's
agree.
ask questions with with clarity and sense, please.
I agree. You are absolutely correct. Anyways, people like us recently came back from Adamawa, came back from Kanu. We just came back from Adamawa. We were in Kanu. We were in Kogi. We were in which is other state. There's about 4 or 5 states in the north in the last 2 weeks. And
Congratulations.
I can categorically tell you, not from telephone call, not from people tell you on the north, from those on the floor, on the ground, we did not see any disaffection. Maybe they are speaking in their rooms, though. We did not see any general disaffection that they have problems with Tinubu, not their political
Yeah, you didn't
circles
see, but I'm telling you what
running
I heard.
around.
I'm telling you what people told me. I'm
I'm
telling
also
you
telling you
the
what I saw
sentiments,
when I
right?
was on the ground. I'm also telling you what I saw. Let us
Yeah,
apply
but
common
I don't.
sense now. I don't have to talk
Okay,
to people.
yeah. So I don't have to be
I'm
on the
equally
ground to
telling you.
understand the northern
I'm
sentiments.
equally telling you what.
Ayo, calm down. Nayo papa be this so. Nayo papa be this so. It's very simple. Let us calm down. I just want to just tell you that anything you are hearing to people, I think the point I was trying to bring out, I don't want the back and forth. Let's not turn to insult. What I was trying to tell you that as you get friends for not, when they tell you things, himself get friends for not, and he they see people for not that are telling him something else. So at the end of the day, we all wait for the polls. The polls will tell us who has more friends in the north and who is lying to each other. I think that's just the perfect solution. Mazu is the next person because if I allow Ayo and Zach go, Zach is being very apprehensive, and if he bite person here now,
Zach do not have information first hand. That is why he's very, very aggressive. And that is the other truth. That's how people that do not have first hand information do, right? You feel attacked when they ask you a question. Very simple question, right? You feel attacked anytime something happens. So that is it. But here is the thing. You cannot use what your friend in the north, one person told you to come and say the north have decided they are going to align with you. This is why you people make a very big mistake. And in 2023, I was shouting it during the campaign. 2022, 2023, God will bear me witness. Oh, I didn't know why my account, I lost that of my account. I was shouting it. Oh, it's only CBO that will bear me witness that you cannot win an election by oh, moving by what some group of people or what some people told you for them to get materials from you, maybe some campaign materials or some funds that are coming from you. People can do anything to tell you something. People can tell you what you want to hear to achieve whatever thing they want to get. So that is it. Zach, can you see it's not working at all, and it will never work. Too many people keep coming online to talk and talk and talk and talk. APC is going to the grassroots. Are you aware that that local government chairman in Abia State are singing praises of Tinubu? If you want, I will post a video. Let's have.
Pastor, just give me a minute, just a minute. White bed, I'm sorry. The reason why is it doesn't have anything to do with APC or even anything at all. It was just the narrative. Because when he
Is it
Carry
from
on.
my end?
Probably it's double mute. No, it's double mute.
Maybe it's a
Double
double
mute.
me.
okay, sorry. It has nothing to do with political party itself, but just from his submission, because after his submission, he had gone ahead to say, based on the feelers he's hearing from his friends in the north, if the APC or the current administration wins, then they would have rigged the election. So that is, for me, I think that's a dangerous narrative. If you convince yourself to say, because people are telling me this, then overwhelmingly people in this side will vote for my candidate. Otherwise, then to be rigging. I think that's like an unfair, you are creating an unequal ground for the contest already if you're already accusing your opponent of rigging after hearing from only one side. So we have to balance the narrative to say, look, for those of us that travel extensively around Nigeria, so far in 2025, we have not seen any level of mass hysteria of disaffection or people complaining and shouting that, oh, they don't want and all of that. So, let's tone it down. We all have friends that we hear different things from, and we know definitely that we cannot bang on what anybody has told us and say that is categorical truth. That was just the point I was trying to make.
Thank you, Ayo. So, King, are you there?
Yes.
Good evening. Thank you so much. He has been here patiently. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you, Mazi, for giving a nobody on the space like this an opportunity to, air his opinions. So first, I would like to say,
I don't understand. They did not give everybody. I don't understand.
Well, you
a
demand,
nobody.
you demand.
I said a nobody because I am not, conversant with you guys, so I never thought I could. So that said, I would like to say that everybody, I personally would be the first to accept that I have my own biases. So we can always see things from our own point of view. So somebody said there was a secret memo, yet you still want to, campaign for an Igbo man. If there's a secret memo indeed, then that Igbo man does not stand a chance. That's one. If everyone is having issues with you as a person individually, this is not even a region. I think it's time for you to look inward and look at yourself. 5, 10 people from different places, they don't know themselves, can't be pointing at this person, Mazi has a problem, and Mazi is hell bent on saying, oh no, they are the problem. You also need to reevaluate and look at yourself. And this is not me trying to, talk down on anybody. You need to introspect and check yourself. Why is everybody saying? And this is not people that are, conspiring against you. You can't be saying in the one hand everybody is a bigot, yet you want to you want secession, you want to get out of this country because you can't cohabitate with everybody else. Because the biggest bigot are the people who are so hell bent on saying they want to get out of this country. And to an extent, I agree. What the chief said that the ministers, I think he said there's only one senior minister. I'm not sure. I stand to be corrected because there's another, I think, Minister of Innovation or Science or something with a red cap like this. But anyways, I agree to an extent that there's, very few ministers from Southeast. But he said he would always see Tinubu as a bigot. Even if he appoints Obi of Onitsha, he would always see him. And I also will always see Obi the way I see Obi. Because, I have my own bias. I don't feel him, right? So this is not even about competence or incompetence. Sometimes it just boils down to our biases. If it was Tinubu that said he got an advice for a madman, I'm very sure that would have been a very big issue to obedience.
This bullet where they throw up
No,
and
no, no, no,
down.
no, 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 no. Just chill. So everybody gets his own bias. If it was Tinubu tomorrow that said he got an advice for a madman, for that one thing, they will cancel him. And Obi has been saying a lot of, a lot of bad things that doesn't even make sense. But again, your bias will still make you overlook it, make excuses for him. I think we need to also be bold enough to say, I am biased. I just like this man. The same way Tinubu to me probably do no wrong. Do you understand? So everybody needs to, you've said about El Rufai, now El Rufai is becoming, you are trying to make excuses for him, which doesn't make sense. Now, if you say the Southeasterners, they get very few representation, I'll tell you why that is. There was a time when PDP is a Southeastern, let me say maybe like a Southeastern party, and then the North. So when they get power, they share it between themselves. South or maybe Southwest used to get like very few representation. If you go and check, Southwest used to say, oh, there's a marginalization, and now that if the North and South, Southwest too have also struggled to get power. When you get to the negotiation table, when the election is won, you check the vote I got from here, the vote I got from here. Those people need to feel that their efforts are not in vain. You cannot bring zero to the table and get a lot. Even if you tomorrow get there tomorrow, you will play it the same way. You will play it the same way. People cannot bring 5 kobo to the table. Kini, wetin you want make e give North Central, Northwest, Southwest? Do you understand? So if you play it well tomorrow too, you to do like that, everybody else will cry marginalization. What do you mean is, and then again, we need to, as much as I understand that aspect, we need to also understand that we as the people, the common man, we shouldn't be so concerned about this elite fight. A Yoruba man is a president. He doesn't put money in my pocket. There was a time a Yoruba man was the president, Obasanjo. Lagos Ibadan was bad. Lagos Abeokuta was bad. Lagos Abeokuta literally passed through like in front of our house. It was Buhari and Hausa man. Do you think I would care for Obasanjo more than I care for Buhari? He gave us that road, that Lagos Ibadan. He gave us Lagos Abeokuta. He fixed one side, the Sukuk and So you want me because Obasanjo was president, I should be thankful because he's president. Somebody that will pass. If they do waka to him inside the sky, we wind down, do waka back. So we need to understand this thing. Buhari came, the second Niger bridge, blah blah blah. That one should be your concern as much as you want to fight for representation. Is Bianca Ojuku now? Is he taking you to diplomatic meeting? She's not taking you anywhere now. But I do understand this marginalization and something. But when we fight small for that, make we return small. When we fight small, make we return small. You know, if they call everybody bigot. Tomorrow we don't want Nigeria. Next tomorrow, this is not the Igbo people that I grew up with. It and then you were speaking about somebody said the election was rigged. It was obvious. It's not obvious. How is it obvious? You didn't have what's it called, agents. You don't get agents for election poll. How do you prove? This bias is making you believe we stop him. So you go just forget it then. So all this emotional blackmail, baby, all this Tinubu, they don't care. Tinubu is not a small boy. First of all, before he became politician, if you've made money in this life, you will know that emotion is rubbish. It will fuck with your logic. Tinubu has been dealing with people, manipulator, betrayers, since. It is not today you now come and be using, care. So you need to put emotion aside, play the politics is the way it's played in Nigeria. It may not be the most righteous thing to do, but if you play it well, you get the maybe southeast now and then the north, wherever your vote come from. There was a time of Fashola during the vote, he said they don't like you here, which is southeast. Why are you spending money there? Which is why they were doing town hall meeting. I don't know if you guys remember. They were doing town halls. They were doing like massive rallies and stuff. They knew, and they don't need the Southeast vote. They don't need it to become president. So if you go all out now, go all out. It's fine. When you are fighting against someone like Tinubu, make sure you win. Or else, God go let Bianca return self. Thank you.
What you said, I have said it before. I have said this person will not want fight. Make sure you win. Tinubu no be person wey dey forgive. Oh, make sure you win and you go all out and destroy him. If una no do am, it's the death of a lot of people's political career. Oh. I'm just saying what I know. That's how dangerous Tinubu can be. But it is what it is, Sha. More they look.
Why bet? Is that a threat? Is that a threat? Why bet? Why are you
If you
threatening
like,
us?
call her. If you like, call her threat. If you like, call her
Mute your
advice.
mic. Mute your
If
mic.
anything like call her, I
Mute your
don't talk
mic.
my own. If you like, listen to Showore. If you like, listen to Sharp Ratio.
Mute your mic, sir.
Anybody, I don't talk my own.
Now they lie, and I go they lie all the time. Everything and lie, 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 lie. Am I allowed to speak now?
Please
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, sign show, my brother.
Yeah, because
Yeah, go ahead.
I get pasta for body where I want dispense. That brother is sick, and I mean it. That brother that was talking earlier, he has a lot of nonsense to say. And the problem is that while we were growing up, we usually go back to the village once in a while. And while they are telling us all of those stories, right, we also have times under the moon when we are just speaking to important things, probably about the town that we have come from or anything. And one thing I realize is that they don't usually allow silly people to talk too much, right? If you are silly, right, there is a kind of disincentive that literally is to ensure that you do not continue to say nonsense. But it seems like the emergence of social media has actually helped a lot of people to amplify the rubbish they have to say. I'm not saying shut them up. I'm saying when you listen to them once, you should know where they belong. Some in the dustbin. Secondly, Marcy, I look at the topic and I wanted to ask you a very salient question, but I felt if I asked the question, we'd just be doing a lot of back and forth. But I think are unnecessary, so I will quickly air my opinion. Who exactly? I mean, this topic literally suggests that whatsoever is happening at the central government, some nationalities in the country benefit from it. That's what this topic suggests. So I will go a little bit further to say, regardless, like the last brother that spoke, regardless of who emerged in that office, none of us as a nation within that country benefits. None of us. And that's why I find it despicable when some folks, and I went after my brother, Malam Green one time, I went after a lot of them, but I now realized later, right, that it seems like a lot of our folks don't even know what they are doing. If you literally look at the MO of some people in the obedient movement, for instance, now you will see that when they did that tussle, they manipulated where they can manipulate. Tinubu manipulated where they can manipulate. Everybody manipulated wherever they can manipulate. Somebody out manipulated the other. When they were unable to play that game decently and they went to the battle, they should have known that all is fair in such setting. When they lost out, so many of them went back and started trying to destabilize the country. And when I mean destabilize, I mean it in every sense of it. They literally went to markets in Lagos, took cameras, took audio recorders, and we're actually asking a lot of Yoruba folks, how is the government? They were setting these folks or people who were just doing their everyday business, who had nothing perhaps to do with the election, other than the fact that they went and voted for who they felt was the best person. And now the point is, these people will speak their truth. Of course, the Nigerian state, even since the emergence of Tinubu, has not gotten better. I don't know where majority of you, my brothers and sisters, are hearing whatsoever you are hearing. And it's even easier to hear whatsoever you want to hear because you attract your likes. So the point is not like if you are an APC member, you attract people who are APC members as well, who has to say things to you. If you're an obedient, you attract people who are interested in destabilizing Nigeria, and then you go ahead and also do whatsoever you want to do, and then they tell you whatsoever it is that's on your mind. So at the end of the day, you come and tell us that your people are not discontented. Shey, Oyinbo yẹn straight, and I don't understand English.
Work.
Then there are also folks other way that will tell you that somebody is a thief, somebody is an idiot, somebody is an inept, what have you. They use a lot of adjectives, and by the end of the day, they came back and they said they want to form coalition with the people. So the point is, these are our problems, and like I have always had reasons to also analyze political events. But one thing I have seen is these problems is the basis upon which we have been debating on the wrong premise since morning. Why the Southeast might miss out again in 2027? Who told you that the Southeast has been gaining anytime in the past? Who told you that the Southwest has been gaining? And this topic as well, it might be coming, if we are not careful, from a mindset of a person who has come to accept victimhood as a way of life. And that's one problem I have with my brothers from the Southeast. Don't make it seem like you are the only one that is facing the pasta that is in this country. That's exactly why we are unable to bond. That's why you see enemy in other people. You will see enemy in other people when you think you are the only one that is taking the short end of the stick. Every other person, every other group in Nigeria, as it is, the majority of them are taking the short end of the stick, and it's simple to understand. It is only the people in political offices that are enjoying. And when we bring up most of these conversations, right, what people do is they model things up. They won't allow you to properly analyze events. They will just go and start modeling things up. And at the end of the day, we will not see anything clearly. And then we start taking on ourselves as if me and you are the ones that should be fighting. So I would say, in my own mind, if I want to bring up a topic that is close to this, and I'm not correcting you, Mazi, I can go and host my own space and put my topic there. This is how you see it, no problem. But if I were to address this, I would say Southeast has never gained, Southwest has never gained, Northwest has never gained, Northeast has never gained, North Central has never gained, Southwest has never gained anything. So there's nobody who is missing out anything that they have not been missing out in 2027. Look at everybody in the seat when they were talking about the coalition. Check the seat, check every one of them. They are the same eggheads that over time drag that country down. So what is there to benefit? There is no benefit. It's just an illusion wherein we think if somebody who bears Peter Gregory Onwa Basiobi or somebody who bears Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerges in office, right, that the Igbos or the Yorubas will benefit. It's nonsense. It's hogwash. And that's literally where we are taking ourselves to. And that's why we cannot make reasonable progress, because the conversation that we are having is the exact conversation that the people who have put us where we are wants us to continue to have. Messages that has an undertone of the fact that just a group of people are suffering when the whole lot of the country is suffering, and we all are supposed to just band together and get things right. But we won't be able to do that because some groups think they are suffering more than the other groups. So it inherently leaves us in a place where they are saying, what do you have to say? You are not suffering as much as we do. Who told you? Go to Ikperindo, close to my own hometown. Go to my hometown in Atakumosa West. Check every place is there. You see a lot of nonsense going on with miners there. Say you get good where in mind for your backyard where you know they collect anything from. They spoiling the water, then they spoil your own water. I can hear south. I will understand. But I'm not going to continue to do that because I believe it doesn't make any sense. My own might be environmental pollution. Your own might be maybe unrest in the form of unknown government and what have you. Other people's own might be Boko Haram. But whatsoever you see there is that as a result of the ineptitude of our leaders, and we need to call them out and take them on. But immediately we want to take them on, you bring one idiot from your own group and you say you should come and lead us towards it. And this idiot has been in office, done nothing. That was why I wasn't interrupting him while he was speaking earlier. But the thing that actually triggered me was the fact that I felt you can't be old enough to be taken to Kano in 2002 and not be wise enough to know that Obi did nonsense as an Anambra State governor while he was there. You can't be old enough in that time and not know that Obi literally run down that state while he was there. There is data on NBS website to substantiate every claim that I'm going to make. There is a testimony of the people that came after him. So what exactly are we talking about? And then we just merry-go-round, 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 and then in 1 year the election will be before us again. And then instead of having ourselves properly fashion out what the problem is now, so that we can start attacking it immediately now, then at that point in time everything is knee-jerk, and then people start aligning with the respective member from their ethnic group, who is in the 1% that have taken us to where we are today and are continuing to run that country. So finally, for me, Southeast is not going to miss out anything in 2027. And if you leave it to me, I will say I pray that Obi wins if he's going to contest, if he has the liver to contest. I pray that he wins so that he can show you Shege again for the next 4 years. So that we can go again. Like you people have started rotating things and doing things that are even unconstitutional, and we go again to the north. And they give you another 8 years of suffering. So that all of us will know at the end of the day that we have used our youth to chase shadows. And then the only thing left is to now fight, maybe to death, and then ensure that our kids don't have to face that reality. Because what everybody is just doing is, some people, there are so many caliber of people. Some people, of course, the political class, the 1%, and there is about 20% of Nigerians that are like an appendage to these people who are looking for political offices. These people, they have jobs going for them in Lagos. But because the jobs are not rewarding enough, all of them have moved to Abuja now. There is a doctor, Dr. Mo, who has left every other thing in his life and he's become the handbag of Peter Obi everywhere he's going for the last 2 years. If you have shifts to go to that is rewarding, that pays your mortgage, you won't do that nonsense. So why are we not facing the problem, Ericsson? Because those 20% are still holding us back. They are still dictating the narrative. They are still the influencers everywhere. They are the ones telling the young folks amongst us what to do and what not to do. So I say again, the South is not going to miss out anything in 2027. All of us are going to miss out again on an opportunity to change the course of this country. I will rest.
Thank you. You too like English. You come here now, you press obedience next, and you think obedience will not come after you. You think obedience will not come after you. Well, it's okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to just assure you and tell you that your president is borrowing $21 billion. What for? I don't know. He's borrowing some in yen, some in euros. Everything is about 22 or 23 billion, sha. Just in case you don't know about it, I can just break the news to you.
We are borrowing money. We are borrowing money, and we are paying money. So there's no need for that. We are paying back loans, and we are borrowing new one. So when you pay back some loans, the back loans that you owe, you have to borrow another one.
Mazi,
so
this
it's not
defense
too
where
bad.
you won't play. Mazi, this defense where you won't play. You will play defense line. You see, you just be like obedience. You just be like obedience. When they defend everybody. But continue.
I don't say na good luck you want, so that your pocket go dey boom, so that our we will be poor people for Ajagbadi go dey suffer. So you go dey sell your house and your land every time. Tinubu press white bedness, press their neck, hold them tight. With the mat, hold them well. The mat. The only reason why they cry now is people where they print dollars now, no they come. People where they go buy black market for dollars, they know they. So that's the reason why you're crying here. Coming up every day to come and cry.
It's a legitimate reason. It's a legitimate reason. It's very legitimate.
Bring back good luck. Bring back good luck. So that we are going to have another Madeke. What's his name, Seth? Well, that one that stole our oil money. I beg. Respect your old age. So let's have is it Afemai? Suma, are you there? They'll have Bishop Ayo Moses.
Martin, did you call me? Is it Bishop you called?
Afema, if Afema is not there, then you can go ahead.
Afema can never be here. It can never be here. Thank you very much.
Your prayer, How your prayer go to work?
Bishop, mute your mic,
Bishop,
put your
mute
mic.
your mic.
Asoma is here.
You say your prayer go work. Your prayer don't dey work, reach me, reach my body. You see, it's very, 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 very sweet when you hear they ask people question, they all come up, they say, I want answer your question. You beat around the bush, you go sleep. According to what there, if you no get T-ski, no enter politics, so you collect. So I know some people just they run, don't they paro, they vex. No, this one they talk this one. I no understand. What do you expect anybody to talk? So you expect everybody call they talk what you go sweet you for your ear. They play. No play what you want to, you can talk your own. They wait me person talk what you want here. No wahala. According to the coalition, why the Southeast, your question I want to answer. Why the Southeast might miss out again 2027. My brother, that one something where you know supposed to ask. No, Southeast, Southwest, South, any region in Nigeria, everybody know, nobody they miss out. Everybody don't know who will win. So everybody don't put their mind there. You see, this Southeast, bro, forget all those church where I just here for space this morning. People that matter, don't they lie. People will know what they want, don't they lie. And believe me, if you see the flow where they flow, if they see the thing where they happen for ground, you go know say guy, sure anyhow it go be. After not, if it's coming to south, if it's coming to south again, no guy won't be president will come from east or vice president must come from there. So that one I just wait till I don't see, I don't see that thing must happen. President 90%, vice president 100%. Because if you look the political space, what they happen, what people they talk, guy. Nah, this guy, what they call him, this Imo State governor, Hope. Now Hope the APC governor forum leader. Now they talk before the rest answer. May you know. So you they see well, people will come here say, nothing is going on in Nigeria, and those people will constantly comment Alesoti. May all of them go see what Kalu post. Alesoti budget. Now fact, now it is survive. Where fact for the come from federal? And you say federal are not doing anything. All of them are not even well safe. You call here a simple question. Talk. Doctor even ask too much. Just ask them for 2. They ask for 5. They don't even get 1 to answer you. They ask for 5. See you. They play. You see this 2027. If you like, go carry people come from China. If you like, go carry people come from any country. The only thing where I know just want anybody stress my life would be say after the election, no cry, no disturb my ear. Just move on. Who win, don't win. Just move on. All those kind of cry, you won't call the cry because I don't see anybody who even is serious for the coalition. According to Albert, he say they say not a fraud something not a huge fraud leader, something like that. He said people where they see for there. You don't see anybody who even get value for this not a name. So coalition nonsense, everything. Guy, coalition don't die since 2 weeks ago. You don't move. No coalition don't even they exist again. If anybody won't do anything, if you won't get sense now, just move on. The train don't already start. They don't start the train. Just enter inside, just rest. Don't stress yourself. 2027 has been sealed. My use language when Mazi go ask me question. 2027, the secret memo, they don't write them, they don't hide them. So anybody no stress himself for that one. But you see, 2020, 2039, that time If you can see the debate, I won't be who go they perfect for the polls from the south, all those things, and we really talk about that one thing. But for now, anybody know got the stress itself? Nothing. Shingba. All those one where they call they double their voice, they shout that if they break this one, so far Tinubu will come out, Tinubu is this, that. Guys, just stress yourself for nothing. Stop. Drink water, make you rest. People wey matter don't know where the pole they shift, they go. They don't balance themselves. So all of anybody wey just call they run him out. Nah, no job. Nobody, I don't even see anybody where they this Twitter space where vote past 10. If you even reach 10 self. So I don't even see any reason where you won't call they double your voice, they shout, they stress yourself. Or you won't call they ask person question, you know, say you know the answer to you, or they stress yourself. So that's from you, Mazi. So because if you see what they happen, even for the Southeast now, say you see what the Southeast governors they do. You see what they happen for that side. They see development. They see people they happy, they live their life. Even see Chief Kubana self, don't go they enjoy himself. They go shake president, they enjoy life. Now they hear this. But thank you, Mazi John.
Okay, Bishop, please go ahead.
Maggie, please let the next person go. I'll go after the next person. Where I am, the
Okay,
noise is
okay,
much. So, thank you.
okay. Let's have my boy Ayo. Ayo, Moses, are you there?
I'm here, Jerry. Thank you very much. I have even forgotten most of the things I wanted to say. But quickly, just to reply, Ayodeji. Ayodeji, you know these things you are saying? I think we have gone beyond blaming our political elites to now blaming ourselves. Because really, if you look at it, who is really interested in governance as we speak? You know, from the youth, the people that are supposed to be concerned of how they are governed, what is going on with policies, who is borrowing money or not borrowing money, what government intends to do. Everybody's just interested in power capture. All these youths here, which anybody has come here to talk about policy, everybody just wants the power. They don't care what the political elites do with the power invested in them to lead as leaders. They don't care. All they want is, let's talk politics. So in the last couple of months, in fact, since Tinubu came in, Nigerians, at least on Twitter, have been more particular about politics than governance. Nobody really cares about governance. They want to open space online, how to get rid of the Tinubu administration, the APC. Even those that are bringing in, they've not told them what they will do for them. They've not told them they will make their lives better. They've not shown them one bit of policy or manifesto that they will engage in and say, oh, these are going to solve our problems. They don't care. Let me just remove the person that is making my life, the person that is making my life miserable that I don't like. Put the person that will make my life miserable that I will like. Then I'll hail him for making my life miserable so long, as the person I like is there. So for Nigeria, it's mostly a popularity contest and a winner takes all. They vote for the person. If I'm supporting Ayodeji becomes president, all well and good. I will go to bed and sleep. Wake up and eat Gary for the next 4 years. I don't mind so long as Ayodeji that is president. I'm good. That is the mentality of, at least the Nigerians that have come to see on Spaces. I don't like discussing politics. Me, I'm more of let's discuss governance, and economics. That's the preference because that's the only thing that makes sense. That's why I voted for anybody to be in power, to make my life better, to see what the policies are doing, where they're going wrong. Let me hold them by the balls to say, redirect. But nobody's really interested. But that's by the way. That's just that side. For the people that talk about rigging, I'm not one of those that will deceive myself to say there's no rigging in Nigerian elections. I don't think there's any election we've had in Nigeria since 1999 that has been free and fair. But the thing is that everyone participates in the rigging. It's just that some people outrig some others. That's just it. So fundamentally, I think the other thing we'd also need to do as a people is to continue to ask for electoral processes to be better. We begin to ask for those things to be put in place to ensure that we can produce better elections, hold our leaders accountable, at least put suggestions in place to say, if you say these things are the things you will do to make them work, let us focus on those things and ensure that they make them work. Let us channel our energies to those things that we think will work. But overall, and on a serious note, to come back to what Ayodeji was saying, how is it that most people every day, the open spaces are not even really bothered, about governance, because this is what we do. Like you said, 2026 will come, election campaign will come. We will now focus on maybe something else that Peter Obi cannot speak English. It sounds like a girl. Maybe that time they will find something for Tinubu. Maybe that time they will find something for Achiko. Nobody will focus on what these people say they will do for us. And even the ones that focus, some people voted Tinubu because they said they remove subsidy. They voted because they say we unify $8. But you voted for what you do not understand. You do not ask questions. So when you remove subsidy, what would the picture look like? When you unify $, what would the picture look like? Some of you that are telling you from consumption to production, you have not asked them what it takes to go from consumption to production. You have not asked them. When the man enters power now, he begins to implement policy of consumption to production. You start shouting that is a fraud. I voted for a fraud because you do not understand the policies involved in consumption to production. All you just want is the man that you are supporting to be president. Which is really sad. If you must, keep it a buck. Again, like I said in the morning, just to pick it back to our arguments of when we hear people say stuff and we'll come and echo them. Every time I'm on spaces, I will hear somebody say Peter Obi can never be president. I can't imagine, because I hear people say Peter Obi can never be president, or I hear my friends say it, I will now go on to spaces and say Peter Obi can never be president. Peter Obi can be president. He's a Nigerian. Any Nigerian can be president. If they vote Peter Obi for president tomorrow, if you don't like it, go and move his vote or pack out of Nigeria. He can't be president. Anybody can be president. So let's be careful the kind of narrative we want to push. If the Southeasterners say, and I will say with my full chest, I'm voting Peter Obi because he's Igbo. If I am the Yoruba man, I say I'm voting Tinubu because he's Yoruba. Why can't you have the right to say you are voting because he's Igbo? If the Northerner is voting Atiku because he's Hausa, you too can also vote your man because he's Igbo. Don't be ashamed to say
They
that.
call me a bigot for saying. They call me a bigot for saying that. I said that I can pay for Peter Obi because he's an Igbo
Yes,
person. I
don't be
wanted the
ashamed.
Igbo
Don't be ashamed.
presidency so badly in 2023.
Don't be ashamed to say that.
I wanted.
We all vote for people who vote for the man is competent, is a genius, is a master strategist, is my tribesman. You have your right to vote for whatever reasons you choose to want to vote. At least in the context of Nigerian politics, I would prefer we vote for the man that we think can lead us to the promised land, that has shown competence, that knows what he's doing. Yeah, but we don't have that in Nigeria. But if somebody is saying that, Southwest, Southeast, you are not local. You say your own, say it's your turn. Nobody will beat you. It doesn't make you a bigot. Everybody says it in the context of Nigeria. So let's be careful. We don't have to fight ourselves and be holding ourselves in the jugular. I'm going to be doxing each other. I'm going to be waiting for each other at the bus stop just because of politics. Like I've said, the day I made up my mind that that will never be me, I went to see a minister. The people that I saw in his house, these are the people that on the morning TV that abuse themselves in the morning. All of them were clicking wise and laughing. Culturally, when they say laughter is cultural, it shows you how deep in friendship they are for them to have cultural laughter with one another. Gentlemen, please don't come to spaces and be insulting yourselves and be trading insult because of politicians. Tomorrow, they will go from ABGA to Labour Party to APC. The one from Labour Party, from APC will go to PDP, cross back to APC. The one from APC will go to and cross. They will cross because for the rich people, they understand it. Whatever their interests are lies, they will go. They will sit down, look at the national cake, share it amongst themselves and say, you go. Then they will give crumbs to some of you and say, okay, go and be fighting yourselves and all of that. So gentlemen, please, I rest my case, I land my plane. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Ayo. Thank you. I love listening to you. So, Bishop, are you there now? Are you there? If you're not there, let's find other people, then we'll round it up. So, Bishop, are you there? I've been here since morning, around 6 a.m. I'll be here. Bishop.
I did here, but if I talk, I don't know whether the background is noisy. Can I continue?
Oh my goodness. It's very, but continue, but it's very noisy.
Yeah, you see why I said you should allow someone else to go so that someone else can go. Okay, let me go into the car and talk. Let someone talk and I will talk after.
It's so very, very noisy. Very, very noisy. Siron, are you there? I don't know whether I got that name correct.
Cyrone, are you there?
Cyrone.
It's like it's not there. Aside from my spoken.
Afema has spoken. Afema has spoken. Afema has
I might be
spoken.
like, say you could shut down this
So,
place. You said you try. How many hours have you
Maz,
been
if we
here?
are rounding up, I can drop few things before I go.
oh yeah,
Then you
go ahead.
can
I
go.
wanted
Go ahead,
to. I
Kissy.
wanted to even call you now. Go ahead, Kissy.
All right. So it's been a very long conversation as well. So many angles to the topic that we're talking about. You see, one thing I would like to chip in is for you, Mazi. I think that when you host all these your spaces, please let's stop throwing Igbo people to the under the bus. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for us to be setting Igbo people up for drugs here. I listened to something that you were saying earlier that white bed has to jump in to correct you when you were, making it seem like every Igbo person, every person that is obedient that attack you is an Igbo person, making it seem like all obedient are Igbos. In the last election, Peter Obi, according to INEC, got over 6 million votes. Less than 2 million of those votes came from the 5 southeastern states. So more than 4 million people voted for Peter Obi from outside Igbo land that are probably not Igbo people. So it's not everyone that attack you online in the name of obedience that is an Igbo man or Igbo woman or Igbo person. But when you come on your spaces, because you usually have huge audience on your space, when you come on your spaces and make it seem like all the obedient attacking you are Igbos, you're setting Igbos up for continuous dragging online, and it's not fair. And all those things keep flaming that bigotry flame that keeps going on in Nigeria. At the moment, there are a whole bunch of these tribal stuffs that are, topics or conversation online. I've never seen it this high in my entire lifetime. I think we should all start doing all we can to tone it down in whatever capacity that we can. Most of us like or want to see the Nigeria that works for everyone. I am passionate to see Nigeria that works for every man, regardless of your tribe, being you Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or wherever you are from. That's what I want. For me personally, I don't really care so much where the president comes from. My number one thing is to see Nigeria that works, to see Nigeria that is fair to every Nigerian. I want a Nigerian that if an Igbo state clamor for something that maybe their southwestern or southern counterparts or region do have, they can get. That's what I want. So, I, in the last election, did not vote for Tinubu. And that does not make me an obedient either. I am not an obedient. But when I dropped my submission earlier, both Doggy and some other people that responded were all tagging me obedient. Now that goes to so many other people that also maybe you misjudge as being obedient. And that's similar concepts that people do have. When they see you that you're an Igbo man and you speak up online, automatically they call you an IPOP. That does not make sense. So please, when you have your spaces, when you hold your spaces, tone it down. Stop throwing every jab, every stop that you see to Igbo people. I don't know who you try to impress by doing that, but it's not fair to our people. Because what happened is that there are maybe 400 or 300 or 100 or whatever number of people that are listening to you. Many of them are probably those that are, championing these online stuffs. Some of them are probably from other tribes and they see that this is working. Now, some of them are probably going to change their account names or maybe create some fake accounts that have Igbo names or maybe some other names that are from other tribes. That I have a name that says Sheun on my page does not make me a Yoruba person. So let's stop all this maybe trying to blame certain tribe or all those kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense. Online bully are not done by obedience, and you know that. On the other hand, so both people from all sides, so many people from APC sides are the ones that started all this online stuff, if we are being fair, because they did it to remove Jonathan from office. During the time when they were doing it online, doing all the whole stuff, carrying his RIP and coffin and all those stuffs everywhere, Obi have not entered the race then. It was them, APC, against Jonathan. And some of them are still online, still bullying people. So it's not everyone that does online bullying. It's an obedient or an Igbo man. I just wanted to clear that side so you get it. Now back to the topic that we've been talking about. Will Southeastern states miss out in 20? The answer is no, because they say he who is already on the ground does not fear fall. Politically in Nigeria right now, the southeastern states are highly marginalized when it comes to appointments and when it comes to government presence in our side compared to every other region in Nigeria. Unless we are trying to, play around like we usually do when we come online to talk. Like maybe probably some people may want to ask later on all this kind of stuff, which I'm not interested in explaining because everybody have tongue, everybody have teeth. So use your tongue to count your teeth. Now, from what is going on in Nigeria, what exactly is it that southeastern states will miss if they don't win election in 2027? We're already been marginalized, so they're probably going to ride it out and do what they've been doing. So we're already there. We are used to that. In the Igbo land, which you know vividly, from birth, all of us, we are prepared to hustle for ourselves. We don't depend on government for any of these jacks. So that is not our forte. But then also, Obi going outside the entire status quo to contest or to run for 2027, he have two options. He could go as a vice president. He could go as a president. If he wins, it's a chance. Everything is done by chance. There is no one in Nigeria that entered the race with 100% guaranteed or assurance that he's going to win the presidency. No, it's all chance. So if it works out for him and he wins, that's fine. Maybe he can find a way to balance up things if that's his intention. Or maybe he can now, maybe Southeastern people may now see that they are no longer being marginalized or whatever. They could see that things being balanced in their own way. So if you do ask me, will Southeastern people miss out in 2027? The answer for me will be no, because it's still going to be the same thing either ways. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Kinsley. Who else has a contribution? Mr. Adewale, have you spoken?
No.
Please go ahead. Yes, please.
Can you hear me? Yeah, so good evening, everyone. On this topic.
But I would have loved to respond to Kesley, but I'm tired. But go ahead, Mr. Adewale. Go ahead.
Okay.
Kesley, don't worry, I will catch you another time. Go ahead.
I feel.
Wait, Mr. Adewale. Kesley, if you don't hear Igbo, I would have loved to respond to you. But go ahead, Mr. Adewale.
I feel it's high time they need to understand why Mazi is doing this thing. And clearly is trying to bring in guys to the national politics stage. He's saying, don't put your egg in one basket and you still cry for marginalization. Now you are crying for marginalization. The same marginalization you are crying for, this same person you are saying is practicing this thing, gave you Southeast Development Commission. Please define marginalization again. What is the function of that Southeast Development Commission? Have you checked? Have you gone and studied their function to know what they want to do in Southeast? Is it not to erase that mindset of marginalization so that you have your own people who can do the things you want for you? Every time it's all about seaport. All these arguments, someone is advising you, come to the national politics so that when your vote count, you have mouth at the table. You keep marginalizing yourself and you still come out and be claiming victim. Enough is enough. Stop this victimhood of a thing. Nobody eats Igbo. Nobody does. Everybody wants Igbo presidency. But nobody can give you at a platter of gold. You come and play the politics. Come and play the politics. It's not about, he just thought everybody just agree on a consensus level. Oh yeah, let's give this person no election. Just go and do it. Does it work that way? That you malign everybody. Buhari did the 8 years. Fulani people did not hear word. Fulani yes man, Fulani yes man, Fulani yes man. Yoruba people are at it now. Yoruba this, Yoruba that. They will do this, they will do that. King what? It's not, see, choose who you want to choose. But if another person has his own preference, don't kill him for it. This person is just telling you, don't put your egg in one basket, please. Your Soludo that is trying to attach, he knows what he's doing. Immediately he's attaching. If he hears his speech, he already asked for two things immediately. That is how you come at the table. And he asked, and he said, we will look into it and we'll do it. That is how you do it. But you are not at the center. You are not participating to the center. And you want that center to be giving you everything. You said Tinubu is this, Tinubu that. I checked the list of the ministers. 11 Yorubas, 5 Igbos, 19 Hausa Fulanis, 19. Ibibio are there. Everybody are there. But no, you want those people that has come to the center. Now you should leave them. You to vote well for him. But that will not give you well. You have your people on the minister's level. Minister of State of Technology is there. Minister of Science Innovation is there. You have a Minister of Women Affairs, which they have removed based on this. I don't know what happened. But they've chosen someone as Minister of Women Affairs before. Minister of Works is not the same your Igbo. You have 5. The 5 states are well represented in the cabinet. What else do you want? Just understand the concept of where Mazi is writing this thing from, which I've always enjoyed his space. It's not one-way traffic. He wants everybody's point, but see from his angle. He's saying, my Igbo brothers, we don't need to put our egg in one basket. Let's find a way so that we can join the national politics. We can be at the table so that we can have discussions, so that we can have our own opinion also. You don't shout from outside of the room. Come inside the room. That is what he's just saying. But every time your own, there's chief that spoke here. It's always very, very one-way traffic. I've always listened to him. Always one-way traffic. Obi. You always speak something without facts. Bring facts. They ask you, what do you want the president to do for you that he has not done? You said you don't answer to everything. Then you come up and you answer none. You keep wasting people time, rambling about, and you answer none of the questions. But Obi is only the person on your mind is the Messiah. Nobody's telling him that he's not your Messiah. But if he does not win, don't tell us he's rigging. It's politics. It is politics. If he doesn't win, he should go back and come back with the strategy. If he wins, good for him. If he doesn't win, let him go back again and go back from another strategy. But you that are giving all your egg into one basket and you are crying for marginalization, please, let's put an end to that. When the president becomes the president, he's president for all. And you cannot tell me this APC government has not done anything to Southeast. You can never tell me. You cannot. But according to Enugu train is what? A lot. Go and research. Don't just come here and listen to what anybody will tell you. Go and research what has APC done in Southeast in their 10 years. And you see for yourself. Pictures are there. I've researched mine. Pictures are there. I've posted some in the comment section here. So let us just research first before you come on space, so that when you are making point, you speak from fact angle, not your emotion. Emotion will always ruin you.